Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, of course, which is Mansell Media Corner. In today's video I'm going to show you my updated Blu-ray collection as of Tuesday the 17th of February. So without further ado, what a great film, what a great trilogy this is, and it's Back to the Future, the ultimate trilogy. It's got tons of special features and a film what came out the year I was born, in 1981, with the legend that is Kurt Russell, directed by John Carpenter. It is Escape from New York. And I showed this off yesterday on my video, but it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with the late great Gene Wilder. Then we have the only indicator release, but what a great film this is. It's Force 10 Guns of Navarone with Harrison Ford, Carl Weathers, Richard Kiel, Barbara Bach, Edward Fox and Robert Shaw. And of course, for 1982, an absolute classic horror film, Poltergeist, directed by Tobe Hooper, and produced by Tobe Hooper and Steven Spielberg. Then we have, for 1988, Who Framed Roger Rabbit with Bob Hoskins. And then we have my favourite of the three Rambo films originally, which is Rambo First Blood's Part 2 with the legend that is Sylvester Stallone. Then we have Uncharted with Antonio Banderas and Tom Holland, based on the legendary PlayStation 4 or 3 games. And the first shout out is to my good friend GinjaNinjaJK and TV. I know he loves this film, and it is an absolute classic from 1984 stroke 1985, but it is the never-ending story. And when I met GinjaNinjaJK TV not too long ago, about a year or two, he kindly brought me this, and it is Jurassic World. Pardon that. Now I purchased it, but it's Jurassic World with a nice slip cover in blue on the front cover and Chris Pratt. Of course, can't go on with a bit of Liam Neeson, and this isn't the greatest film in the world, but it's the A-Team with Bradley Cooper and Quentin Wilson, I think, who portrays B.A. Baracus, and of course Liam Neeson as Hannibal Smith, who was famously played by George Peppard. A bit of a documentary. If you like your horror films, and I know a lot of the guys in the BlueTube community do, So it's a really well done documentary. As you can see there, you've got the likes of The Exorcist, The Omen, The Crow, Twilight Zone the movie, and of course I've just said it, Poltergeist. I believe Big Paulie had this for Christmas. This is for 1982, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. With a nice slipcover American Hustle. I haven't seen this film yet, but I will do. But what a great cast. And a couple of wow titles. And this is Time Bandits. I think this was the original VHS cover. And yes, I had to pick it up at the time. This is the dodgy Justice League, but it's still an enjoyable film. And a couple of Jerry Anderson in Thunderbird 6. And the original Thunderbirds, I'll go with Cliff Richard in puppet form. And then we have Deadpool, the complete film sagas, complete collection with Deadpool and Deadpool 2, the Super Duper Cut. There we have Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice, Ultimate Edition with a nice lenticular with Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck. Then we've got Man of Steel with Henry Cavill as his debut. Again, a big shout out to my good friend GinjaNinjaJK and TVs. I know he loves this label. It's Network, and this is the Terrorhawks Volume 3. And I believe GinjaNinjaJK and TV got this, gave me this as my very first ever subscriber mail, and it is Captain Scarlet and the Mistrons, Volume 1. Then the original Superman with Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman, the late great Terence Stamp, who we lost last year, to name others. And of course got Brandon Routh from Superman Returns, and the director we don't name. Then we have The Dark Knight, directed by Christopher Nolan, with Christian Bale as Batman and Heath Ledger as the Joker. A couple of WWE DVD Blu-rays, pardon. This is Hell in a Cell 2014 with the GOAT, that is John Cena, and Randy Orton and Seth Rollins, and John Moxley is now known as in AEW, but it is Dean Ambrose. Then a network concert, Stand By for Action, which is on the 16th of April 2022 in the Symphony Hall in Birmingham. then the way better Justice League, and this was the fans version, which is the Zack Snyder Justice League. Then we have the 4-film Batman collection from 1989 to 1997. A film I haven't seen, but it's always high on people's horror lists. And it is The Thing, and I believe this was the original VHS cover, because the good thing about Arrow, you get an alternative title. Then we have Ghostbusters 1 and 2 for 1984 and 1989, I think. This film came out a couple of years ago, and I think Nobody 2 came out last year on Blu-ray, but this is the original. But what an awesome film this is, with Bob Odenkirk and Christopher Lloyd. Then we have Deadpool and Wolverine. Then we have the original Jaws from 1975. I haven't seen this film yet, but this is Young Frankenstein with Gene Wilder, Marty Feldman, and Gene Hackman as well. Lots of special features. And then we have Thor Ragnarok with a nice slipcover. And a couple of BFI titles in the collection. Gregory's Girl from 1981. I picked this up not too long ago, and it's Jurassic World Dominion. Again, a lovely slipcover. Then a show from 1971, which I think Stu view over on YouTube. Talked about forgotten shows in the 70s, but this is a fun cooking show with the legend that is Vincent Price, and lots of special features. Then we have Up. And a very interesting documentary from Roger Moore with Love, which aired a couple of years ago on Christmas Day, which is well done documentary. And I saw this recently. It was an okayish film, but it's John Wayne and Brannigan. Bit of Gary Oldman in Sid and Nancy. Then back to the WWE, and this is Money in the Bank 2013. Then a very emotional film, and it is The Elephant Man from 1980. Then we have Death on the Nile from an awesome year in film in 1978. And a cult horror film, but what a great cast, and it's The Wicker Man. Then we have The Happiest Days of Your Life, with Margaret Rutherford and the late great Alistair Sim. Then we have the Avengers 4 film collection. Again, a beautiful slip, beautiful lenticular, pardon me. Then we have Captain America Civil War with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. And back to the vintage classics in The Lady Killers with Peter Sellers, Herbert Lom, Alec Guinness and Frankie Howard. There's the back. And for 1949, we have Kind Hearts and Coronets with Alec Guinness playing 7 roles in this film. Then we have Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure from, I think it's 1988 or 87. But what a great film this is with Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter. And we have Captain America The Winter Soldier with a beautiful slipcover with Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan, I think his name is. Then a film I watched the other day, it's really well done, like biographical of Quentin Crisp. And this is The Naked Civil Servant with John Hurt playing the lead role. But you've also got Roger Lloyd Pack, who's famous for being Trigger in Only Fools and Horses. And Patricia Hodge as well. This aired on 17th December 1975. And the band I saw live at the NEC in 2005, and it's the mighty Judas Priest in Battle Cry in Wacken from 2015. And then, of course, Beetlejuice, the original with Gina Davis, Michael Keaton. Oh, Jeffrey Jones as well's in it. And Kathleen O'Hara, who we've just recently lost in Hollywood. Then the last of the box sets, and here's the original and the best Police Academy, which has got the complete collection, all 7 films. Then we have a couple of WWE, and it's Survivor Series War Games, which was, I think, one of Triple H's first shows as a producer or head writer. And speaking of Triple H, this was his first show who took over WWE at the time over Vince McMahon, over the allegations, which is still ongoing, I think. But we have SummerSlam 2022, I think this is Logan Paul's first pay-per-view as well. Now, I know Kermit's Ghost hates this film, but it's a decent film for what it is for 1980, which is Flash Gordon with Max von Sydow, Sam J. Jones, Brian Blessed, Timothy Dalton, Melody Anderson, of course. The legendary Queen provide the soundtrack. Then we have SummerSlam 2023, and on the front covers Roman Reigns and main event Jey Uso. Then from the O2 Arena, formerly the Millennium Dome, I believe, in London, we have Money in the Bank 2023, Bloodline Civil War, and it is a hell of a pay-per-view as well. Then with a beautiful slip, I haven't watched this yet either, but it's X-Men Days of Future and Past. Then a film I have definitely got on VHS, but again, I believe this is the original cover, but it is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. But what an awesome film this is, and again, tons of special features. And the last Blu-ray, I believe, is the Royal Rumble 2017 from San Antonio, Texas. With the GOAT himself, Big Match John Cena. So that is all of my Blu-ray collection as of 17th of February 2026. The reason why I'm doing an updated Blu-ray collection is in case I get some more Blu-rays for my birthday next month, but who knows? So anyhow, don't forget to like, please, share and subscribe, and you can leave some comments, and which is great for me, So anyhow, thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and goodbye. And as always, I will leave some shout outs to some of the guys in the film wrestling communities who deserve some love, because they are awesome people. So anyhow, goodbye folks, goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.